We just had an election, and for the first time, a righteous man rose. A righteous man. Every time he speaks, he said, "Go and check my record." And they traced him. There was not one case of bribe. He never took money from anybody. When he left government, he paid everybody, contractors, workers alike. Everybody paid. They never found anything against him. The whole nation rose as though a revolution was about to begin. But you see, magistrates had written laws that before you become a ruler, you must be corrupt. And he refused to be corrupt. When they saw that the power of God was stirring the hearts of the young people and something was about to begin, the report we got from the observers was that the rigging this time was not by thugs, it was systemic. Even INEC was guilty. INEC. And this is not what Nigerians said, this is what observers said, that INEC did not follow their own regulation. So they had to use one way or the other, corruption must come in. And when the INEC chairman was doing what was wrong and they asked him, he said, "Go to court," because he knows that the court is compromised. Because this is a law. It will take a kind of power to break it. Miracle service don't affect this one. This one, they are guardians in the spirit who are watching over it. The kind of power we are talking about is the power that brings about national emancipation. This is the kind of power that men like Moses had. It's not just about healing blind eyes, that one man can enter Egypt and say to Pharaoh, "Let my people go," and one man can bring down a civilization. That kind of power is no longer in the body of Christ. One man. Egypt was the strongest civilization in the world. God didn't send an army, he sent one man. And the man didn't come with battalions, he came with a staff. A staff. He entered Egypt with a staff and delivered people who were in captivity for 400 years. A captivity that is more ancient than himself. The captivity was older than him, but he came with a power that is ancient. With a staff, he brought down Egypt. When Moses spoke, his voice was like the voice of God.
We are not unaware of the actions of conscienceless individuals held bent on imposing a regime of distrust and rancor on Nigeria, and to call on them to desist forthwith. We cannot continue to water the lawns of emotional cannibals who rise to power on the blood of ordinary Nigerians. The recent comments by Professor Wole Soyinka is the most unfortunate and regrettable. While we do not frown at his remarks because of any political party or politicians or movement referenced, we do so because of his emotionless detour from the real issues of the elections to pursue what appears as selective witch hunt. It is on record that Professor Wole Soyinka never condemned the shameless episode of ethnic profiling, intimidation and hate speech by elements such as Musilimu Akinsanya, aka MC Oluomo, Bayo Ononuga, FF Kayode, and a host of other atrocious persons. All their actions are not fascist, nor did he condemn Professor Mahmoud Yakubu's instance of flaunting INEC's guidelines, the Electoral Act, and his rush to declare a winner. It is sad that when it matters the most, the voice of our dear Prof, whose books and thoughts form the basis of academic pursuit by some, should breathe reason on the polity, he chose to stand with the oppressor in the burning house, enjoying a rat chase. The Prof should be a father to all Nigerians, irrespective of ethnicity, religion, party, or social affiliation. However, he has betrayed the trust of many Nigerians who before now hold him in high esteem. We therefore call for the boycott of his books.
Yes!
At articles and events,
Yes.
and all public engagements
Yes.
that celebrate his literary achievements, which as of today do not recognize the well-being of the ordinary Nigerian.
Yes. Yeah.
We need role models, not sellouts.
Yes.
The international community, especially Europe and America, must understand that despite the prescribed neutrality based on diplomatic ethics, will be the most affected if anything happens to Nigeria's democracy. The weight of human energy that will mob your borders will be as never imagined. We frown at the rush of most of the diplomatic communities to congratulate INEC's president-elect. This action will further embolden the ponderers of the will of Nigerians to hold on to the stolen victory. We therefore call for discretion forthwith. Finally, may we reinstate our commitment to a united, democratic, prosperous Nigeria. We are moved by this commitment to call for answers to the evil of 1st of March, 2023, a very traumatic moment in our history. For that day, the sanctity of what should ordinarily be a free and fair process was buried in the sands of impunity. That declaration by Professor Yaqub Mahmoud remains a dark moment in our history. Little wonder the nation responds with mourning. Our country has been on a perilous journey since then. We call on all Nigerians, including the judiciary, to rise up and save Nigeria. For saving Nigeria is a collective toil.
Yes.
Let Nigeria win.
Yes.
Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. When I remember my mood, water run away my ayo. Water run away my eye. When I remember my mood, water run away my ayo. Water run away my eye. When I remember the killings, water run away my ayo. Water run away my eye. Water run away my eye. Water run away my